What's up, ladies? How are y'all doing? First of all, let me apologize for the tardiness. I'm about 2 hours late for giving this presentation, but I must tell you that I have a good reason. Let me share it with you. And the reason that it's good is because it ties in to what we're talking about. So thanks to my love. My love sent me this book today, and this book is called Pussy Prayers. Yes, I said it and I meant it. Yes. So this book is called Pussy Prayers, Black Girl Bliss, Sacred and Sensual Rituals for the Wild Woman of Color. I am so here for this. And I've been reading, but the thing is this lady's story is very similar to my story and how I've gone through this process of like reclaiming who I am as a woman, the way that I want to be a woman. And I know that I'm like this wild warrior, sensual, sexual woman, and that's something that I'm embracing more and more and more and more every day. And it's something that I empower and encourage other women to do for themselves as well. Embracing your sensuality, embracing your sexuality, being able to express and be creative in those spaces, know how to use that sexual energy, that creative energy is very important. So this book is everything. A lot of the information in here I'm very aware of already, but to know that someone is using their voice to talk about it and share the information with others makes me so happy, and it makes me want to make this a part of the yoga practice, because being in this world and evolving as a woman, we're going to be so many different types of women in different stages in our lives, and we have to be able to connect with the community of women that will allow us to be that free woman in these certain types of spaces. You know what I mean? So pussy prayers. Speaking of pussy prayers, honey, we're talking about the Yoni today. Yoni steams. Kayla, I don't know, I see you on here, girl. I don't know when you were in Korea if you did your Yoni steam at the Jjimjilbang. I don't know if you went to the Jjimjilbang in Korea, but let me tell y'all my story, my encounter with the Yoni steam. I lived in Korea for some years, and they have a culture of bathhouses, and they're called Jjimjilbang, okay? So, and it just translate to like a sauna, and it's a cultural thing. In different countries, they have their own style of bathhouses and Jjimjilbang saunas for the community to join. But in Korea, the way that it is, women go on one side, men go on another side, and then when you finish doing your business in the bathhouse, you come into the common area. Everybody has on like a little outfit that looks similar. It's TVs, it's food. You just commune, lay down and rest and relax. And it's a really interesting culture of bringing people together. Very, very interesting culture. What I love, what I love about that, they're cutting the grass today, honey, the spring here. This is not going to stop my party. What I love about the bathhouse culture is you get to be in this space culturally as a black girl, the only black girl, brown girl in the space. But as a woman, I forget that I'm a black woman, but as a woman, and you get to witness the entire circle of life. You get to see the little babies playing and being, you know, cute and stuff, or mischievous, whatever. You get to see their mothers and their big sisters, their aunts, aunties and grandmas, and the way that our body changes and develops during these times. And it's such a beautiful sight to see before your eyes. And I also love that culture because it allowed me to be with a group of women and share this feminine energy of cleansing and purifying the body, detoxing the body from the inside out, to be able to go out into the world and do what we had to do. I can tell you that the Jjimjilbang culture is something that kept me in Korea the time that it kept me in Korea. Yeah. And I would go back for it. Yeah. But definitely if I go visit, I'm going to go to a Jjimjilbang. But I'm actually going to visit the spas and saunas here, the Korean spas and saunas here in America, and see how that is. All right, so we're going to talk about some Yoni steams, y'all. In the Jjimjilbang, they have these little bitty cute little rooms. You go in, they got the Yoni steam pots. They have this pot of herbs. It's all types of herbs. Lavender, rosemary, mugwort, oregano, rose petals, juniper, all types of herbs. But it's a certain type of mixture for, that can go with each other. Certain herbs can't go with certain herbs, if you will. So they boil it in this pot. It takes about 20-30 minutes to prepare. They boil it in this pot, and then they put the pot under your thingy. I'll try to post a photo. If I can find this photo, I'll try to repost it in here so I can show you. And I'll also link a YouTube video of when my aunt and cousin came so that you can see kind of what it looks like. They boil it in. They give you this cape. They put it over you. You're literally draped. I can show you. Let me try to give you a visual. You're literally draped from the neck down in like this shower curtain coat. You're naked because you have to be naked in the spa to do your spa stuff. So it's like a little, it's not tight, but it'll be like a little thing to go around your neck. So you literally draped over this little pot, and it's steam coming. When the first time you do it, it's gonna be hot on the noonie. I'm gonna tell you, girl. It's gonna be a little warm on the noonie, but afterwards, depending on if you're in a relationship, if you're sexually active, if you have sex the night or the day after, you're going to really love it. It's great for stimulation. Even if you're self-pleasuring, it's going to be amazing. But it also has really great benefits when it comes to the shedding of the uterine wall. I had a Jjimjilbang experience. When I lived in Korea, I would go to a lot of different towns, small towns where they don't get a lot of foreigners, and I would, go see what they got around there, but always get in that night, go to the Jjimjilbang, wake up early in the morning, have my Jjimjilbang experience till about noon, go eat, and then explore, leave, whatever. But when I would go in these small towns, for one, it was cheaper. Like $7. Some places I paid $7. I paid $13. I even paid $20 in Korea. The most I paid was $20 for a V-steam, a Yoni steam, V-steam. And the lady at this particular Jjimjilbang, she was quite helpful when she was preparing us. It was in a way where she was trying to speak a little English, but still speaking Korean, but she was educating us. I can tell by her tone and her demeanor that she was educating us on like what to expect. Like we ain't never did it, but I let her do her thing. But she did educate me, because after we did that steam, I guess the way that she instructed and came to check on us and continued to like be kind of active in that process, she showed me the top of the pot that I was sitting on, because they actually have a pot that's continuing to boil on like a slow or medium while you're under it, versus just steam. It's giving you a lot of steam. You literally drench with sweat, literally, and it's detoxifying y'all, everything. It's amazing. Anyway, and it makes your thighs and your body so soft, honey. Woo! Anywho, but at the top of this pot that I was sitting on, it was like some, I don't want to say mucus, but it was a residue. And she said, look, like, this is what it is. And I never had that awareness of that. And I had done at least 10 Yoni steams by this time. So after that, I was more aware of kind of what is going to be happening during this time. So I began to develop a practice of getting a Yoni steam right after my cycle. And that will be like my monthly Yoni steam. You can do it twice a month, but I do recommend it at least once a month, right after your cycle. Like once your cycle ends, get you a Yoni steam. You can probably do it 2 days in a row. I would do that. And it has a lot of benefits when it comes to just like tapping into that energy in your womb space, because it's the process of you continuing to do the energy work and the having the intention to heal your wound and work with that wound space energy. Y'all, I can talk about this all day, and it's something that I'm very, very interested in, because your wound is connected to your sensuality. Your wound is connected. That sacral chakra is connected to your sensuality. It's connected to your sexuality. It's connected to how we relate with other women. It's connected to how we relate with our men. It's connected to a lot of things. It's the core. How many of y'all got abs? Or are you like, I can, is my core strong? Is my core weak? You know, what happens to the core after childbirth? You know what I mean? So we have to be intentional about working with the energy that's in our womb, in our core as a woman. This is where we birth, literally incubate and birth ideas, humans, whatever our partner gives us, we take it, we incubate it, and we give it back to them, whether they want to believe it, we want to believe it or not. So y'all, if you are in Memphis, Tennessee, I do have a plug. No, you're gonna have to go to Marion. If you are in Memphis, Tennessee, I have a plug, a young lady that does Yoni steams, and the best $60 I ever spent. Okay, it's like a lot, but I'm in America. I gotta get in these Western vibes, but it's the best $60 I've ever spent. And she is very knowledgeable, very passionate about this work. This is like very sacred work for us. I would include me into this, and I would include you into this as well. Because not only are we healing the wounds, but we're healing so many other things that come with what we're releasing from our wounds when we heal. So it's important work to do, y'all. Okay, yes, go. Just take a weekend. You can take the baby girl down there. Drop the big boy at the house, girl. Yes. This is something that we're going to be tapping into. Y'all, I'm going to have a yoga retreat, and I want to know if y'all interested. I want to know if you're interested in it being in Memphis, Nashville, Seattle, or Arizona. Memphis, Nashville, Seattle, or Arizona. Okay? It's going to be a trip. We're going to do yoga stuff. We're going to eat really healthy. We're going to meditate. We're really going to tap in and express and let things go so that we can get back to our own space, rest, process, and do what we need to do. Continue to evolve and bloom and grow. Sometimes we need to go and get some little fertilizer. You know, things like this, like my business, what I offer you is a lot of fertilizer so that you can be stronger. Your mind can be astute. You know what I mean? And it's a process that I've gone through and continuing to go through. And it's levels to this. It's levels to this, honey. Yes. Kayla, what you tell me, girl? I ain't know I was going to lose so many friends, honey. That's the realest stuff I ever heard you say, honey. You said, I ain't know I was going to be losing this much, but it's the way it goes. But you know what? Find gratitude in that space of letting go. I would also say the word detachment, and sometimes I don't like to say the word detachment because but that's what it is. And just being grateful for the moment and the experience with those people, and the meaning. Redefine the meaning that you give to the relationships that you develop, whether it's friends, romantic, platonic, any type of partner, workmate, you know. Redefine the meaning that you give to those relationships. If that meaning is being fertilized and cultivated, you know, but if that meaning is here, just keep it there. You got to meet people where they are. And that goes into expectations. Girl, we can be talking all night, all day. Y'all, have you had a Yoni steam? No. Kayla? I just want to know. Type it in the chat. And if you're watching this on a replay, type it in the chat. Have you had a Yoni steam? Have you heard of it? Yes, I've heard of it. I've never had one. Give me a little feedback on that, because the retreat is definitely going to have a Yoni steam involved. Yes, ma'am. Because we need to get our lives. We need to be able to relax and rest in pleasure. And that's what my life is all about. Relaxing, resting in pleasure, and sharing that pleasure with others. Teaching others how to create that in their own lives. You know? Y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Thanks for being in this group. Thanks for y'all's feedback. Yes, you do have to try it, girl. You do, girl. I think I'm gonna get my dad or somebody to like make me a box. But I really want a box that is not so big. I need it to be like half the size of my yoga bench. And I'm looking at my yoga bench right now. I could actually probably use my yoga bench, to be honest. Y'all, I'm tripping. I can use my yoga bench. Seriously. Okay, yes, you heard of it and you haven't tried it. All right. You definitely get on it. But your cousin got you. She got you. You already know who I'm talking about. Kayla, I can send you to her as well. Let me know if you want to connect with her and get that service, because I can connect you with her today. And it's a really beautiful space to be in as well. She got a little vibe up in there, girl. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. So this is what I want you to do. I want to do a giveaway and give away a yoga mat. Yes, okay. Message me. Send me a message. And I'm going to call her and see what her availability is, and then just connect you guys. All of the good stuff. I'll connect you guys. So tomorrow is Friday. We will practice again actively on Saturday. Okay? Saturday morning, actually. But tomorrow, I want you to use tomorrow and take every little piece of this week and take you about 10 to 15 minutes to do some breath work and a little meditation. You can set an alarm for 5 minutes for the breath work, 5 minutes for the meditation. That'll give you 10 minutes to just feel what it's like to create the space to breathe. Feel what it's like to actively do it and finish it and complete it and reflect on it. See what it felt like to you. Is it something that you want to do again? Did it make you feel this way? Did it make you feel that way? This is a very explorative process. But Saturday's class is going to be a little bit more fast paced. So we're gonna sweat, all right? We're gonna sweat a little bit. So get ready for Saturday's class. All right, y'all, message me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. It's your girl, Whitney Soul, Pure Gold Brown Ivory in this thing.